Hello, Stampers. Kelly Atchison at AStampAbove.com coming to you live from Menasha, Wisconsin. Gosh, I see so many of you in here already. We have North Dakota, New York, Arizona, Manitoba, Wisconsin, New Jersey, California, Indiana, North Carolina, New Jersey. Hello, everybody. Missouri, Michigan, South Dakota, New York, North Carolina, South Carolina, Illinois, Minnesota. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And of course, Nancy is here from the North Shore. Nancy, glad to see you in here. How's everybody doing tonight? Oh, happy Sunday. It is Sunday, March 1st. Can you believe it is March already? Oh, I'm so excited. We've rounded a corner once we get to March. You know, here in Wisconsin, sometimes winter can be really long, but I have to tell you, so far, it has not been too shabby. We had a couple good snowstorms. I know the East Coast got hammered. Oh my gosh, so much snow. And you know, the snow wouldn't be that bad, but that crazy wind that came with it, that gets scary, right? That gets scary and costly. Hello, Lori from Warren, Michigan. Welcome. Luba is here. Luba, I got some cards from you that I opened up today. Yes, yes, yes. So, what happened this week? Not a lot. Steve is feeling a lot better. You know, he had we were sick on our trip and then he had a sinus infection and ear problems and he seems to be doing great. He went over to his boyfriend's house on Friday and they had a sleepover at the lake. Nothing weird going on there. But he goes over there every once in a while and goes ice fishing with his friend Mike and they solve some world problems. So I heard there were some problems that were solved, but I didn't ask a lot of details. Yeah, so that was kind of nice. And I went out for dinner Friday night fish fry. I had we had the Lovely Blossoms retreat this weekend. Oh my gosh, how many of you were a part of that? What a fabulous online retreat. It came optional swag box, which most people got because, gosh, you want the swag box with all the goodies to make all the projects. But there were 15 different projects in our swag box and some fun happies, we like to call them, some little extra goodies in there. And just some fantastic ideas with that Lovely Arrangements bundle, the Lovely Blossom Suite. So that was super, super fun. So I had a live Friday evening for that retreat online. And then I went out, I met the kids for fish fry and an old fashioned, and that was delightful. So that was fun. And what else happened this week? Really not much. I've been keeping myself right in here doing what I love and getting some things done ahead of time because, oh my gosh, March is looking a little crazy for me, like kind of a lot crazy. Not only are we headed to Long Beach, California for the Stampin' Up! On Stage conference, but towards at the end of March is spring break. And we are taking a family vacation down to Florida for spring break. So I really need to keep get my ducks in a row because I've got a lot of things that need to be done ahead of time. I am checking out some questions here. Oh, Cindy said it was so great. Many beautiful projects. You girls did a great job. Thank you so much. Bonnie said the retreat was fun, wasn't it? It was fun, right? It was just fabulous. Lori said, I only have 2 bonus projects to do, and the last card loved all the projects. Yeah, we had some live classes in there that had bonus projects, which you could make if you chose, and you would be able to use some of the supplies that came in the swag box. So much fun. Diane wants to know if I have had a peanut butter old fashioned. I have not, Diane, and, I'll tell you something about me. I am quite the little creature of habit, I have found out over the last few years. Like, I like my things like they're supposed to be. Like, they have, I like Kit Kats. Kit Kats are one of my favorite little treats. They have white chocolate Kit Kats. Nope. Nope. Kit Kats should not be white chocolate. I love white chocolate, but not in a Kit Kat. And then they started making those thicker Reese's peanut butter cups. Nope, that's not right. They should have just the right amount of peanut butter surrounded by chocolate. But if I ever see one, I could possibly give it a try. I love to try new things, but those new things generally aren't something that I am very used to. You know what I'm saying? I'll try it. I'll try it. But you're telling me it's good. Peanut butter old fashioned. Where did we go? We went someplace. I can't remember where, and I asked if they had old fashions, and I didn't think they would. And oh, we went out for Jared's birthday. Oh, we went out for Jared's birthday last week. And I asked him, like, you wouldn't happen to make an old fashioned, would you? And he's like, yeah, I can make an old fashioned. Great. I would like Southern Comfort. No, we don't have that. And I was like, phew. So they had to make it out of I don't remember, AStampAbove or something, brandy. No, it wasn't my cup of tea. So yeah, I'm just a little bit weird like that. Bonnie says she is looking forward to the Craft Like a Boss class. I am looking forward to that too. Can I just tell you that, I have to get my ducks in a row because I have a lot of things going on in March. I have my projects designed and ready to rock for the Craft Like a Boss class. And can I just say, they are very, very beautiful, pretty, cute. You're going to love them. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Cynthia says she loves the white chocolate Kit Kats. She doesn't like chocolate. Well, then I'm glad that there is that alternative for you. I like white chocolate. I just like my Kit Kats like I like my Kit Kats. And Joe says that's how she feels about Oreos. They don't need double stuff. Well, Joe, I am also an Oreo lover, and I do like the double stuff. So I get it, right? I get it. Okay, so I'm going back through your comments to see if I missed. Suzanne says the retreat was amazing. Can't wait to make the projects. We did a fantastic job. Thank you guys so, so much because Dina Barb and I could not put these big events on without you, right? Because you're what makes them happen. Well, we make them happen. But if we didn't have you, we wouldn't have any reason to make them happen. That's a better way to put it. And we are so happy to be able to do those events because there's something out of the ordinary that they're super fun. Time change. Okay. Is it time change day today? Really? I totally missed that. You guys let me know for sure because I didn't know that. Okay. I don't see anything else here. We're going to talk about the Craft Like a Boss event. I have had a few questions. I saw a question come in next weekend. Oh, thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Diane. Next weekend is the time change. So Cheryl, thank you. I'm like, I didn't hear about that. Usually that's the one where we jump. Is that the one where we jump ahead or get to sleep an extra hour? I think that's the one where we jump ahead, and that's not my favorite one. Back when I used to work or have to get up to take kids to school, I hated that one. I hated it. Like, oh my gosh, I have to get up an hour earlier. I'm not a morning person. Yeah, see, this is the one, the spring ahead, right? Spring ahead, fall back, Nancy. I know that. And now I don't care because I get up when I get up most of the time. Sometimes I have to get up to an alarm, but not very often. So that's been good. Thank you guys for the spring ahead thing. Funny little story. I don't know if I should tell you this or not, because you might think I'm kind of dumb, which I'm not, but there are 3 branches of our government. And the other day, last week, one day, Steve was quizzing me on that. I don't know why. He was feeling a little feisty. He's like, Kelly, do you know the 3 branches of our government? And I'm like, Well, there's judicial, executive, and legislative, but I couldn't get the last one. I couldn't remember what that one was, right? There's judicial, executive, legislative. Couldn't get it. I'm like, I don't know what the last one was. He's like, it's the legislative. He goes, you should know that. And I'm like, Steve, I just feel like that's one of those things that takes up space in my brain that I don't need to know. And I said, I learned that when I was in government class as a junior in high school. And this was this week that he quizzed me again, and I still couldn't remember that last one. I got the first two again. And I said, in my 60 years on this planet, I have need to know that twice. Once last week and once right now. I don't think it's information I need to store in my brain. What do you guys think? Do you guys ever have stuff like that where it's like, oh, I don't know, I learned that, but I don't know. He made fun of me. I didn't think it was nice. But it was pretty funny because I kind of told him, right? Okay, so I see you guys are, amen, sister, right? Eris, I'm telling you, in my 60 years, I need to know that information 2 times. Well, 3, once back in high school, right? But then last week and this week, whatever. I know Patricia likes my reply. Like, I've not needed to know that. So anyways, I see you guys are asking about the bang incident. You are very interested in learning about seeing the picture, right? So I'll do a little preface. Back in October, and it was maybe October 8th, maybe a day or 2 earlier. I'm not really sure. And I only know that because I found it in my pictures and I will share with you. So back in October, I have a pair of thinning scissors that I use to thin out my bangs because sometimes they just get too thick. So you take these scissors with a small piece of hair and you kind of just cut like this, and it only cuts little pieces out, and then it makes your hair a little bit thinner. People who have super thick hair, they know exactly what I'm talking about. Well, I was in a hurry. I grabbed this whole, and I mean this whole part right here, and I had tried it out on a little piece, right? And I set my scissors down, and then I grabbed this whole great big piece right here, and I grabbed my scissors and I went whack with the wrong scissors, and they were really sharp. Cut my whole bangs off right at like the scalp. So I will share that picture with you now because it is pretty funny. Are you guys ready? So cross your legs because I don't want anybody having any accidents. Here it comes. Oh my God, it's so horrible. I hope you're watching this on a big screen. Isn't it terrible? Okay, I have to put it away. It's so icky. Okay, so the first thing I did was message Barb. And I went, Barb, oh my gosh, look what I did. Because she's the one who told me about the thinning scissors, shears. And she's like, oh my God. And she goes, order some bangs. And I'm like, what? She's like, you can get bangs on Amazon. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Like, who thinks of this stuff? Who knows you can get bangs on Amazon? Are you guys like, did you wet yourself? So I immediately, and mind you, that Friday I had grandparents' day at Dawson School. So I had to think of something to do. It was terrible. And I couldn't not go, right? I know it's something I will remember for the rest of my life, Noreen. So Barb's like, order some bangs from Amazon. So I got on Amazon right away and I ordered bangs. Would you like to see Cousin It? You didn't know it was going to be so funny tonight, did you? Ready? This is bangs. You can order bangs. Look at them. They clip right in. They have a little clip right there. And you just order them in the color that you think your hair is. And they literally, oh, let me take this out. They literally go right in here. gosh. So let me put my crown back on because it's better to stamp with a crown. Hi, Margaret. You just kind of missed it. You'll have to watch the replay. But anyways, this is Cousin It, that if you guys recall, if you follow me on Facebook or the Stamp Happy Academy website, Barb had a video when we were in Las Vegas, which I then had to go to a Stampin' Up event like the next month with no bangs. And Barb was blow drying my bangs because she goes, you really should wash those. I'm like, really? And she's like, yeah. So I washed them and then she was blow drying them. Cousin It. I know, Joanne. Who thought you could buy bangs? Well, you can buy hair extensions and stuff. Like you can put your hair up in a ponytail and then buy a big, like it looks like you have really long hair. So why not? Chris wants me to tell Steve's reaction. Well, Chris, let me think about that. What did Steve say? Did he say you look like an idiot? I can't remember. He says so many crazy things to me that it's hard to remember. If you remember, Chris, what he said, you let me know. Kelly, you need to make bangs a stamping mascot now that you don't need them anymore. Oh, maybe that's a great idea, Joe. I like it. Put them right here. I'll just set Cousin It right over there. Yeah, so anyways, that was my bang story. I thought I'd share that with you just so oh yeah. Thanks, Patricia. Steve told me that I needed to wear a hat to bed. Why did he say that though? Was I going to scare him, or it just looked so terrible he didn't want to sleep next to me? That's right. You better wear a hat to bed. It was a whole thing. And it was horrible. It was horrible because I could make these look pretty decent. But if you went out in the wind, they got all stupid. And so I was constantly, whoever I was with him, like, how's my bangs? And we'd, get into someplace, be out and get it, walk into a restaurant or a store. How's my bangs? It was constant. Yes, Shannon, you're a little bit late. You missed the bangs. Yeah. So Carol says, don't ever use those scissors again. Well, I have used them since then. Just a tiny bit, but I've been very, very careful. So Kelly says, my girls had to have cheer hair when they did competition cheerleading, fake ponytails. It was a whole thing. Yeah, exactly. Fake hair. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Diane is on here. Hi, Diane. I'm glad that you're on here tonight and that I have you in stitches. Good gravy. I love it. Trish says she just registered for Craft Life Like a Boss. So let's keep moving along here. I know we could talk about Kelly's bangs all day long, but let's not. Okay, so Craft Like a Boss. Here it comes. Craft Like a Boss. Okay, you guys, this is a brand new event. We've never done anything like this. Barb, Dina, and I are going to be, we are designing 9 different projects. There is going to be a kit available. This class is going to take place on March 25th through the 30th. We are going to be doing a Facebook Live every day for 6 days. It will be on our Stamp Happy Academy Facebook page. So if you are not a follower of that on Facebook, go out and follow it. Now, somebody's already asked me, what if you don't do Facebook? Don't worry, we never leave you out. All of the videos that are going to happen live on Facebook will then be uploaded to YouTube, and then they will be downloaded to a PDF file. So if you sign up for Craft Like a Boss, you will get a PDF file previous, that could be a combined word, previous. You will get a PDF file before the event. The kits are going to go out in the mail way before the event so that you have them by the time we start on the 25th of March. The first PDF is going to show you all the cut pieces of the Cardstock Designer Series paper ribbon that we will be using for each project, so that you, if you would like to craft along, can get all those pieces cut and ready to go for the 9 projects. Then the second PDF that's going to go out after the event will then have photographs of the pictures, all the dimensions, all the links to the videos in there so that you can recreate these over and over again. Now, the Craft Like a Boss event is going to be on a public Facebook page, Stamp Happy Academy. So when you go out to Facebook, just type in the little search on Facebook, Stamp Happy Academy. You will find the Facebook group. Click on following there. So you'll get notifications that come through your Facebook feed when we put something new on there. It is going to be public. However, if you join the event through us, we will be including all kinds of goodies and cardstock in a pack. Designer paper, 2 different kinds of designer paper. There are 2 different kinds of ribbon. You'll get the whole rolls of ribbon. There is embellishments in the kit, and you are going to cut your own cardstock and designer series paper, but you're going to have everything you need minus like ink pads and adhesive and dimensional stuff like that for all of these projects. So it's going to be super fun. We are putting some really cute happies, which are little gifts, in with the Craft Like a Boss kit. So very different from anything we've ever done. Also, if you are a Stamp Happy Academy member, this will be our class for March. So that will be loaded on there. You don't need to buy the PDF, but you can get the kit or you can get the PDF online only version. If you're outside the United States, the online only version is still available to you. You will get the PDF ahead of time telling you all the dimensions if you'd like to craft along with us. And then you'll get the finalized PDF with all the links and pictures in it. So super cool. It's going to be so fun. Can't wait to do this. Craft like a boss. Now, Cynthia says, what if you don't belong to Stamp Happy? This is a public Stamp Happy Academy Facebook group. It has nothing to do with belonging to Stamp Happy Academy. If you go find it, Cynthia, on Facebook, you will see that if you can get into that page, it is public. It's not private. Stamp Happy Academy is a private website, but we have a public-facing Facebook group, and that's where all of these videos are going to take place. A video every single day for 6 days. Oh my gosh, I can't hardly wait. So, Margene says she signed up for the Craft Like a Boss yesterday. We've had a lot of people that have signed up. Underneath the video on YouTube, Marcia's asking, what is the cost? And I don't, hang on. The cost with the whole kit and all the goodies is $84. And that comes with the products and some fun gifts. And the PDF only is $25. So there you have it. Underneath this video on YouTube is a link to Craft Like a Boss. So you can find it there. Otherwise, you can head over to my blog. And that address is going right across the bottom of the screen right now, AStampAbove.com. You will find the graphic there for the Craft Like a Boss. You're going to scroll down until you see this graphic. I like how I can do this. That graphic, and that'll have all the details there for you. Whoops, I just clicked on the wrong thing. Okay, there we are. So that's Craft Like a Boss. Woo! It's going to be so fun. So fun. Let me get back to your comments here. Okay. Thank you, Tess. Thank you. Tess just donated a tip to me. Thank you so much. That is so sweet of you. I love that. Okay. If you are a member of SHA, do you get the first PDF or only the late one? It is the class will be posted on the Stamp Happy Academy website, Marge. So you won't get the first one. You'll get the final one that you can go to the Stamp Happy Academy website and open, download, print, whatever you want to do with it. So that's a great question. I think I answered all the questions now. Margene says she loved the retreat. Yay! Okay, so if you have any other questions about Craft Like a Boss, let me know, or any questions, right? Because I'll answer all your questions as long as I don't miss them by accident. We have some new things happening. It is March, so when March comes around, I have brand new gifts that I give out. Let me find my first gift. First of all, Remember the card we made last week using the Cute as a Bug suite? This is my gift. If you place an order with me, no matter what the amount of the order is, I send you a 10-card PDF. These are little sneak peeks of the cards with dimensions and pictures and instructions and a complete ingredient list. You get this PDF from me. I send this via email when you place an order with me, no matter how much your order is. So that's always fun to get those. And even if you don't have the suite, hang on. That's a lot of talking. Even if you don't have that suite, you can use something similar, but you have the layouts, you have the color combinations that were used, you have the dimensions so you can recreate. It's a valuable tool to have all that information. Secondly, if your order is over $35 in the month of March, you will be invited to a special private live class where Dina Barb and I stamp together. That next class will be taking place on April 8th. For March orders, $35 gets you the Cute as a Bug and now the Stamp Happy Party live invitation. And that comes with a PDF that gets emailed out to you after the class too. Then if your order is $50 or more, we have the lovely and beautiful suite that is part of a global tutorial that not only includes 12 different cards using the suite, but also all the goodies, the photos, the dimensions, the ingredient, all the things. But it also includes a video tutorial for each one at $50. So now you're going to get the Cute as a Bug 10-card PDF. You're going to get invited to the private Stamp Happy Party class live, and you're going to get a 12-card tutorial at $50. Then, of course, at $75, you qualify for the product of the month. And here is the March product of the month. This will be available starting March 3rd, which is Tuesday. I'm just looking at my calendar here. This stamp set is available to you when your order hits $75 in my online store. You can add it for $5. $5. Oh my gosh. So, and along with that comes another gift. I give you a 12-card tutorial using this stamp set or whatever the product of the month is. So now, once your order gets up to $75, you get all these things. Cute as a Bug, Stamp Happy Live Party, lovely and beautiful video tutorial. You can get the $5 for that stamp set, plus you're going to get a tutorial. And here are the sneak peeks for all the orders from last month. We used the Painted Illusions. So you guys, I can't remember, did I send that out yet? I better write myself a note. I think I did, but I'm not sure. So hang tight. Let me get that off the screen. Lots and lots of goodies when you order from me. Oh, that pencil doesn't work. Product of the month, send PDF. DF. Okay, so lots of goodies from me when you place an order. All right, I think I'm going to get started right away. By the way, we still have our join special going on. When you join my team, costs $100, but you get to choose $125 in any product you want out of the online store. Plus, you get to pre-order right now from our new online exclusives that start on Tuesday. Oh my gosh, we're going to be using some products. So sneak peeks tonight too. But you will automatically get a Stampin' Positioner tool, which I'm going to use tonight. So I'm not going to talk about a lot about it right now. This tool is worth, the value is $49. You can get it free added to your kit when you join my team. And it's fantastic. I've used it several times over the last month. That ends on tomorrow, February 2nd, is the last day that you can join my team, you guys. So what are you waiting for? It's so much fun. You will love it. Get a free Stampin' Positioner. Okay. Enough chit-chatty. Yep, we've been chit-chatting for a lot of I know Elaine goes, wow, that's a lot of info for an old gal like me. Just know, Elaine, that you get a whole bunch of goodies from me. I so appreciate your orders, and thank you so much for watching me, following me, ordering from me, all the things, sharing, giving me a thumbs up. Sarah's watching from Siesta Key. Sarah, you know I'm a little bit jealous right now. I love Sarasota. Good for you, Sarah. So happy you're down there right now. Okay. No John update. Nancy, I got nothing on John. I haven't seen John. He's there. Both his vehicles are there. I just haven't seen him at all. But remember, I told you that I have been like right here. I've been right here in this room getting my ducks in a row. Okay, did I say March 3rd? March 2nd. March 2nd is the last day to join. March 3rd, we have brand new online exclusives that are going to be live in my store. So make sure you check that out. Online exclusives, like a secret menu. You ever go to Starbucks and you can ask to see their secret menu? I didn't know it was a thing, but it is. Online exclusives is Stampin' Up's secret menu. And we are going to have, I can't even tell you guys the new products that are coming. Like it was pretty, I'm looking for my little thing here. It was pretty painful. Like I loved so many of them. So many of them. So make sure you check my blog Tuesday, March 3rd. I will have a link to the flyer on my blog, plus a link to my store where you can go there and see all the goodies. And I like to look in the store because then you get to see all the samples too. But I really like that. Yes, Deb is asking, would it be possible to purchase the global tutorials if we are demonstrators on your team? Deb, you send me a message. It will absolutely be possible for you to get your hands on those. So you send me a private message so I don't forget, okay? And yes, I'm thinking those are free. I do sell them outside of getting orders, but for my team, you can have those. Yeah, you just let me know. By the way, when you join my team, that product of the month tutorial that I'm doing every month with your qualifying order as a customer, you get that included as a team member. So that's really fun. All right. We have prizes. I got no John report, but I do have prizes. I just gave away some prizes today for the card challenge. We had a card challenge, a Get Well card challenge on the Stamp Happy Academy Facebook group, which you all can go follow. Go follow it. Every month we do a card challenge. There's a new one on there for March. Everybody who participates and adds a picture of the card that they made based on whatever the challenge is. Last month it was Get Well. You get entered in a drawing to win prizes. I gave away 2 prizes today just for doing it. It's not a contest. Everybody gets entered to win. So, yay. Paper crafting guru. I am so happy to see you here. It has been a while. Thank you for joining us. Okay, first off, I can't lose this list, so hang tight. For commenting on my last video last weekend, I have a set of the rainbow adhesive backed dots. Yay, these are so pretty and perfect for spring, right? For commenting last week, I have Anita Roberts of Pratt, Kansas. Congratulations. You are the lucky winner of these fantastic dots. Yay. Thank you all for commenting and giving me the thumbs up. If you could do that right now, someplace on your screen, usually below this video, there's a thumbs up or a like button, like on Facebook, thumbs up on YouTube. If you could do that for me right now, I really, really appreciate it. Anita Roberts, Pratt, Kansas. Lucky, lucky, lucky girl. Next up, I have a roll of this is called 5/8 inch textured ribbon in cloud cover. Oh, this is so pretty. So very pretty. This is for sharing my video. Someplace on the screen here is a share button. Whether you're out on Facebook, click that share my video. If you're here on YouTube, click that button, share that video. This ribbon is going out to Linda Miller. Linda, your name on YouTube is Linda Miller 7294. I need your address. So you're going to need to email me your address. And here is my email address right there on the bottom of the screen, Linda Miller. I need your address so I can send you this beautiful ribbon. Again, another pretty spring color. And last but not least, oh, I don't know if I have your address. I have the Pastels Shimmer Specialty Paper. Have you guys seen this? It's all shimmery. I don't know if oh, there it is. There it is. Look at how beautiful that is. Okay. So there is a soft pastel pink, like a lemon lolly, and then a pretty pool party, and it all shimmers. I've got a sampling of that. Plus, and again, this is called Pastels Shimmer Specialty Paper. It is in our in the online store. I have the Easter time mix and match. Let me get that in there right. Mix and match ephemera pack. This is a whole pack of little die cut images, perfect in time for Easter. This is going out to Denise Ness for ordering. Everybody who placed an order with me in the last week got entered into a drawing to win fabulous prizes. Denise, I do have your address. Denise is from Red Lake Falls, Minnesota. Yay! Okay. Congratulations to all the winners. Let me make sure I put this back over here so I can get these packaged up and ready for the mail tomorrow with the card challenge from the Stamp Happy Academy winners prizes too. Yay! Okay. Are we ready? Are we ready to do some stamping, ladies and gentlemen? I know there's men in the background that will listen to this while your wives are watching. I've heard about you guys. Yeah. Hang tight. I'm going to flip my camera. Get my voice back on the stage. Oh, I'm a little crooked. Hang tight. Let me adjust this just a touch. There we go. And the bangs. Oh. Okay. So, you guys, I had my Totally Techniques design team blog hop on Friday. Out on my blog, you can find a video for this and a blog hop where you click on a little thumbnail picture of the next person who's in the blog hop, and it'll take you to their blog to see all of the different ideas. This is called double embossing, and I used a really pretty new embossing folder, and I'm going to find it right. I thought I was going to find it right now, but I am not. I don't know where it is. It's here someplace, but I use this brand new embossing folder. It's part of a hybrid folder. And can you see the dark line around these raised leaves is actually clear embossing powder. So it's all heat set and gorgeous. That was clear. Then I tried it with white embossing powder. And love those envelopes, right? That's pretty fancy stuff. And then I did our copper embossing powder. Oh my gosh, I had so much fun with this. And then, of course, gold. So lots of cool ideas. You'll find those on my blog. Make sure when you go to my blog that in the right-hand column, you can subscribe to my blog. Click that subscribe button. And every time I add something new to it, it will send you an email. Once you get that email, it's a little confusing because it's a free service, my subscription service from my blog to an email. When you open it up, there's advertisements in it. Like it could be advertisement for a bra or car insurance or whatever. But it always has a title at the front, at the top that says AStampAbove, and then the title of the blog post, which in this case on Friday would be double embossing technique. When you click on that first graphic that's mine or that title of the blog post, it'll then take you to my blog where you can see all the pretty things. So just so you know, that's a whole deal. Okay. Flowers Fair is a brand new background stamp that is coming out on Tuesday. This is part of our new online exclusives that are launching Tuesday, March 3rd. So it's a big background stamp. We're going to be using this for our first card. And then a round of hellos. I am pulling in this circular hello with a thank you. Not the thank you. The circular hello with the oh happy day. So I needed some words to go with this. I've also got these beautiful purple fine shimmer gems, Blackberry Bliss ink, linen thread, Wink of Stella. This stamp set goes with the 2 3/8 inch circle punch, so we'll be using that. I wasn't sure if I was going to use these Pearls of Beauty with this card or the purple embellishments. We'll decide, okay? But I also have these in here just in case. I've got some blends. I've got the Blackberry Bliss and Old Olive blends. Bring my stamps out here. Then I'm going to bring my cardstock in. Oh, this is a brand new. Here, I got to show you this. This is brand new. Now, I'm not sure if, who can tell me this? This is called Wood Grain Wonders Designer Series paper. I think this is available in the store right now, but I'm not sure. I don't know if it's a pre-order coming out or not. It's called Wood Grain Wonders. I think it's in the store right now. But anyways, these are all wood grain papers. And they're double-sided. And this is the first time I'm using them. Can you see the pattern on there? I thought that was pretty cool. It's very, very pale. So yeah, look at all these wood grains. And yeah, I think you get 3 sheets of each pattern. Nice, right? Okay, let me get this out of here. Keep everything there that I need. So we're going to be using that wood grain paper. And I think I forgot to write my dimensions down, but it shouldn't be too tricky here. It's available March 3rd, the wood grain paper. Okay, thank you very much, Sarah. So this paper is part of the new online exclusives. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to actually stamp on this piece. And this piece is 4 by 5 1/4, this wood grain. And this is Blackberry Bliss 4 1/4 by 11. And I've scored it here at 5 1/2. Whoops, good grief, Kelly. Let's get that down in here. Oh, you know what? I forgot. The one thing I was supposed to remember when I was doing all this is, let me pull this card back out here. This is the clear embossing, and I forgot. So, sorry, just give me a moment. When I did my technique video on Friday, I said if people left a comment telling me which was their favorite card of the different colors of embossing powder, that I will draw a name and give away one of my cards and mail it off to that person. So I put everybody's names in the drawing, and Diane Gangloff from Yuma, Arizona. Diane, you won this card. I'm going to send you the clear embossing one. And if you could pop me an email, Diane, with your address. I know that you send me cards all the time, but I don't save the envelopes. I only keep the cards. So if you would pop me an email with your address, I will get this off in the mail to you too. I had card winner, Diane, right there. Did I show you that inside? Thank you. Yeah, so Diane, congratulations. Yay. Okay, let me get back to my screen here. Yes, Cheryl, I really like the clear too. It's very different, isn't it? All right, woohoo, Diane is on here. I knew you were here. Okay, so now back to our card. I am going to bring in the Stampin' Positioner, because when you have a big background stamp, like the Flowers Fair, this makes all the sense in the world to use this positioner. And again, this is the positioner you can get for free if you join my team. Deadline is March 2nd, which is tomorrow, you guys. So when you join my team, you get to choose $125 and any product you want, and only pay $100. You get free shipping. You get this tool with this plate and this plate for free, absolutely for free. So, and I love this tool. So this grid paper is additional, but it is available to order as part of your kit. So that's cool. And if you are a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, you can order it right now too. All right, so it has holes in it that pop right onto this template and keeps it in place, which is really nice. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to take this big background stamp, and you know, sometimes these are hard to handle, right? I have a giant block, But that giant block is really hard to hang on to and stamp. You're supposed to like lay it on the table, ink it up, and bring your cardstock to the paper. Okay, bring your cardstock to the paper. But sometimes you push on it too hard and you get ink that got in the cracks. And it's just the best way to use one of these is right on a Stampin' Positioner. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to place my big background stamp right here. Oh, I got to go back here. There we go. And I'm going to then put my plate on here. Now it has spring-loaded legs on it. Spring-loaded legs. So when I set this down on here, it's not touching that stamp. But as soon as I press it down, now here it comes. And this stamp has not been used yet. So I'm going to take it and I am just going to clean it off with my chamois, because in the manufacturing process, you have sometimes a little film that can be on your photopolymer stamps. You should always like rub them on something or clean them off before you use them. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a look at this. I'm going to bring this Designer Series paper back in here, and Wood Grain Wonders Designer Series paper. I'm going to bring that back in here, and I'm going to figure out, where do I want this to be? I'm going to stamp right on this paper. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it right in here. Does that look good? Yeah, I don't want it to be all the way up at the top. And that looks really good. I'm thinking that looks good. So I am going to ink this up. Well, I'll just set this over here. I'm going to ink this up. Now I could put some adhesive, some tape, just a little bit of seal on the back of this to hold it in place. And I probably will do that, because if I don't get this inked good, I can just ink this up again. Or if I don't stamp it good, you can stamp it again as long as it stays in place. So I'm going to ink this up. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so pretty. I'm going to add a little bit of seal to the back of this. Just a tiny little piece to keep it in place. There we go. I've got two little tiny pieces here. And I'm going to put this right back in here. And I can't use my magnets on this because the stamp covers up the whole thing. So, you know, that's kind of a problem. But otherwise, I would use magnets if I was stamping something smaller. So here we go. And this looks just a little off now. Let's see. Set it back down there. I need to pull it this way a little bit. I'm going to pull it right over here. Yep, that's exactly where I want it. Ready? And you're going to give it nice, good, firm pressure. Oh my gosh, look how pretty that is. Ah, I love it. Okay. And then you could do a whole bunch of these. You could just keep putting them down here, push, putting them down here, push, as many as you needed to do. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to clean off my stamp. Oh, I really shouldn't have done that. I got ahead of myself, you guys. As you know, I do that a lot because I just get so excited about the next step. So what I want to do here is I would like to decorate the inside layer a little bit. So let me bring this back in here. As long as I have this mounted on here, it's a nice way to stamp a big background stamp. So I'm going to, whoops, look, I got ink on my hand already. Hang on. I think I'm going to have to take my little green shirt off here. It's not really little. It's getting kind of hot. Hang on a second. Whew. This week, you guys, it's supposed to be almost 60 degrees, like almost 60 degrees. Can you believe that? That's like crazy, crazy. Margaret says she got the stamp last week. Yeah, woohoo. And Tanya just got the wood grain. So yay, yay, and yay. So what I want to do here is I just want to stamp a little bit. Oh, I got ink on that side. I just want to stamp a little bit on my inside layer. So I think what I'm going to do is I am just going to decide what I want to ink up here. I think I want to ink this up right here. And I'm going to do that. Ink that up right there. And I'm just going to kind of hang on to this. Oops, hang on. There we go. Just going to hang on to this, and I'm just going to do it right over here. Oh, looks great. And then I've got an envelope. So I want to kind of do the same thing to my envelope. I don't think I got that inked up very well. There we go. I was kind of hitting it half. I won't say it. Okay, and then do this right here. Wow, that looks awesome. Isn't this so pretty? I just really, really love this. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we are going to bring in our piercing mat and a scrap. Let me put this plastic away because you can't see this and then you lose it and you never find it again, right? Have you guys ever lost your plastic? I like to keep my stamps in that because I just feel like it keeps them safe in there. Okay. So next, I am going to grab my scrap. Let me put my magnets over here too so I don't lose them. Oh, and free. This is free when you join. So there is a link right under this video on YouTube that will take you right to right where you can join my team. I'm going to grab crumb cake. I forgot that I used some crumb cake on here, and I chose that because it kind of matches my wood grain paper. So I'm going to do this in crumb cake. I'm going to stamp my hello, 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 hello. Isn't that so cute? I love when we have circle punches that go with these stamp sets. And then I've got Oh Happy Day. And again, you guys, I'm using that is from a round of hellos, which you've seen me use. I did a really pretty card with that. Oh, I have it right at my fingertips. This one. Oh, look at that. Oh, isn't that so cute? There's that hellos all around there. Let's see what I did on the inside because I can't remember. Can't remember my government. Yeah. Isn't that so pretty? Okay, let's throw that back in there. All right, so we did our hello, and now we're going to do our Oh Happy Day. And I'm just going to stamp this right in the middle. Oh, that turned out great. Let me put this back over here. Close this up. Okay, we're going to punch this out with that 2 3/8 inch circle punch. It is the perfect size. Here we go. Oh, happy day. Yeah. All right, now we have a little bit of work to do here. And what is this? This is like, it's puffed up. I don't like it. I must have bent it. This one's better. Okay. Get back over here. All right. We're going to take and do just a little bit of coloring. You could color this whole thing in if you wanted to, but I do not. And so I'm just going to color a few of these flowers. So our Oh Happy Day is going to come in like right here. So I'm going to color this one. This is the dark Blackberry Bliss. I'm just going to give this a little bit of the lines. Follow the lines that Stampin' Up! Used on the flower. And then light blackberry. And just come in here and color the rest of it. And like I said, you don't need to color the whole thing if you do not want to. But I thought it would be fun. Has anybody seen this card before? Know where I got this idea from? Hang on, because when I'm coloring, I have to talk quieter. That's like when you get into traffic, you have to like turn the radio down. It's like that. Okay, and then we'll do maybe one more. Oops, this is the light one. Let's grab the dark. Make sure I'm still in my screen. Yes. Yes, Margaret said this would be a good stamp to use the spotlight technique on, and that is 100% correct. That would really work out, right? That'd be really pretty. And let's see. I don't want to get too crazy coloring all this stuff because that's not the point here. So I think I told you guys last week that I taught Valerie how to knit. And she was super excited. I bought her this little pouch bag that has axolotls all over it. Those cute little weird, I think they're ocean animals. And it says, just a girl who likes axolotls. And it was a little bag with her knitting needles and her yarn in it. And she was so excited. The knitting class that was supposed to be on Wednesday was canceled. They don't know why. They just announced that after school was canceled. So she didn't get to go. I felt so bad for her. She was so darn excited about that. Okay, I'm going to do just a little bit with the leaves here. So hopefully this Wednesday she'll get to go to knitting class. She's pretty stoked. We practiced again on Tuesday when I picked her up from school, and she did really good. I was really quite surprised. I expect her to like be starting over and not remember anything I taught her, but she totally remembered. Kid's smart. So is Dawson. Oh, those kids are just so smart. Okay. Let's see what we got here now. I'm going to bring this back in. Oh, look at, I colored all that and it's not even going to show up. I think what I'll do is I'll color one more flower here. This little one up here. Because it's not going to take me that long. And then do the green. That'll show up better. Pay attention if you're going to do this to where you need the color, right? Don't need any color there. Okay, I'm going to do this little wine green here. All right. Now we're going to put this on dimensionals. And I am going to mount this. Oh, I love these two colors together. They're just so rich. Do this. And Baker's Twine. I love me some Baker's Twine. Oh, I'm going to pull in a little bit of Wink of Stella here on this little flower. You could do it on all of them. Oh, why not? Give it just a little bit of bling happening here. I know it's hard to see this in the camera, but it's so pretty in real life when you add some Wink of Stella. You guys see that at all? Let me get back to my screen over here. There we go. Does it show up in the light at all? Oh, it's so pretty. Okay. I'm going to put this over here, and we're going to do this. 2, 3. I wrapped it around 3 times. There we go. I knew it looked like it was twisted too much there. Oh, let's just tie this in a knot, right? I can't fake it on the back if I don't get this tight because the back is the inside of our card. Okay, it worked. It's going to be kind of a smaller bow than I wanted, but oh, it looks okay. That one tail was quite a bit shorter. But isn't it just like, it's so like shabby chic, I guess is a good way to put it. Here comes this. Background stamps you can do a lot of different things with. Like we said before, spotlighting is really pretty. That's a fun technique to do with these. You can color this flower if you want to, but I'm going to keep this very simple. All occasion card, a little woodsy with that wood grain. Did you guys figure out where this card came from yet that I'm making? Just look at how easy that is. Oh, do we want to do these? See, I thought these would look pretty nice with this one, not the purple ones, because that doesn't work. I think I'm going to do these. These are the purple shimmer. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you guys today. Steve, I went downstairs to eat lunch. And he like comes up to me, he's like, what do you got in your hair? And I'm like, oh gosh, what is it? Like a bug or something? He acted like it was something terrible. And he like pulled it out. You know, he had to like take my hair and pull it out of it. It was an iridescent embellishment. Like that was stuck in my hair. And he acted like it was some kind of cootie or something. Like, oh, leave that there. That's pretty. Like, what on earth are you doing with that in your hair? Like, gosh, you made it sound like it was something terrible, not something pretty. Oh, shoot. You know what just happened? That. My roll fell on the floor and I held on to the end. Okay, you guys. What do you think? Isn't that so pretty and easy? Did you see what I did here? Because tying this bow wasn't tricky enough the first time. I thought I'd go for a second one. There we go. Good grief. There we go. Super cute, easy. I could make a whole set of these in different colors, right? That'd be super fun. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're gonna see more from me with this flowers fair. This is just really so pretty. I can just envision a whole bunch of different things with this. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with it. All right, let me, oh, look, it's a little bird. I'll set that right over there so I don't do anything with it. Isn't that the truth? Okay, next up, let's see. I think I am going to bring in the Everyday Arches. Thank you guys so much. It was a really fun, easy card. Oh, and did anybody tell me where, or you could call it organic, Melanie says. That's a fancy way to put it. I like that. Tina says the stamps has been on her radar. She just couldn't make up her mind. You're welcome, Tina. Okay, so that card comes right from the online store with this stamp set, this background stamp. This was one of the samples that the design team at Stampin' Up! Made. And oftentimes, if you're like kind of like, oh, I just don't know what to make, I'm not feeling like I'm really creative today, start pulling out stuff and looking at the online store to see what they made with it and just copy it. That's what I did here. Pretty much it's just copied. And that will get your creative mind going in the right direction so you can start making some cards. So that's what I did right off the online store. course, you guys, if you're not a demonstrator, you can't see these yet because they don't go live until Tuesday, March 3rd. But yeah, I really like that one. Okay, who is putting that on their wish list? And while you're there, don't forget to add some Wood Grain Wonders Designer Series paper because that is really cool. All right, let's get all our goodies out here. We're going to be using the 3-banner punch. We're doing a little embossing here. So let me find, here's all my embossing tools. So tiny little embossing. Oh, look, I've got 2 Blackberry Bliss ink pads out. That's funny. I've got Blackberry Bliss Old Olive and Cloud Cover. Some Ladybug Garden Epoxy Dots Shapes. And I've got a mini blending brush. Are you guys intrigued yet? So I was going to make this card last weekend first, but then I had other things that I wanted to show you. And then when I told you that I was going to be live in my advertising where I told you I was going to be live, I said I was going to do a pop-up. So I had to do the other card with the bugs. So this is the other card that I planned on making last weekend but didn't get to because I switched gears, which I tend to do sometimes, depending on timing of things, that maybe something went on the out of stock order till next week or whatever. That becomes a problem too, right? So we're going to make a stinking adorable little card here. And I'm going to start it off with the bug paper. This is the Cute as a Bug Designer Series paper. Now, when I first saw this whole suite, I was like, yeah, I don't know about that. But then, of course, just like you guys, I saw a million different ideas with this whole suite. And I'm like, yep, now I have to have it. That's how that works, right? Now I got to have me that too. So I've got a 2.5 by 6 inch piece of Designer Series paper. Let's see. Wendy says, I'm having a hard time finding Stamp Like a Boss info. Any suggestions? Yes. Did you go to my blog, Wendy? If you go to my blog and then scroll down, it might be on the second page by now. There's more than one page. And look for this graphic, Craft Like a Boss. You will find it. So you let me know. You keep telling me, because if you're having an issue, somebody else is too. So you keep us updated on your search. And if you're watching me right now on YouTube, it is right under this video. Under the video, there's like see more in the description. You can see more now. Which way do I want to go with this? I think I want to go. I think I want to go this way. So you get to decide which side of the paper, right? And sometimes that can be really hard. Really hard to make up your mind. Lenny says her paper and punch are arriving tomorrow. I gotta look. I've got orders coming in too. And it just made me think of it. It's like, I don't remember when I placed my order to know when it's coming. I gotta look that up when we get done here tonight. Now, you guys know that when this live is over tonight, I will spend the next hour to 2 hours getting all the photographs done and edited and watermarked and loaded on my blog, where you can go and find photos and dimensions and a replay of this video very easily. And here's my blog address. So like I said, head over there when we're done. In the right-hand column, there's a subscription button. You put your name and email in there, and that will subscribe you to my blog. It's always good to be subscribed to my blog, because that's where you'll find all the pertinent information that I talk about on here. And every project that I make pretty much in a public class goes on my blog. So, okay, we have Basic White, or Blackberry Bliss 5.5 by 8.5. I folded it in half. Here are 2 Basic White layers. One is for the inside. The other one is for the front. I've got a Basic White scrap, a scrap of Blackberry Bliss, and a little panel of the Designer Series paper. And this is 1 1/8 by 3 7/8, this paper, which is one of my favorites. Okay, hang on. I have an itch on my back that is making me crazy. Oh my gosh. Okay, that was crazy. Do you guys have dry skin this time of year? Because like my skin is so dry. It's icky. And I've been putting baby oil on. I use tallow. And by tomorrow, my skin will be all crunchy again. I don't know what to do. You got any ideas? Oh, let me know. Okay, so I wanted to use these panels again for my card. And I'm just going to look for that bug card that I made last week. Let me see if it's in here. That's usually where I keep it. Keep all my little pretty creations. Nope, I don't know what to do with it. Isn't that funny? Huh. I had 2 of them too. Anyways. I used one of the panels for the card that I made last week. Well, this week, we're going to use this panel here. So, and this is on the back of the paper. It's always kind of a little challenging, like, what am I going to do with that? What am I going to do with these panels? So I thought, well, I should just make some cards with them and give you some good ideas. So we're going to cut that in between. And then I'm going to cut this. Let's see. I'm just going to cut this panel off of there. Now, I have to trim this down because this is 4 by 6, right? So I'm going to trim this down to 4. So 4 by 3 7/8. So I'm going to need 3 7/8. Is that right? Let me see. This way needs to be 4. This way is 3 7/8. And I'm going to do this 3 7/8. I'll cover that again just because that was a little confusing. So now this is what I have. So this way is 3 7/8, 3 7/8 wide, and then 4 inches tall. So we're going to take one of these white layers, and now we're going to put this piece on here, and we're going to have that white layer. Oh, is that right? Hang on just a second. No, that's not right. It does say 3 7/8, but I need it to be a little bit thinner, so hang tight. Oh, these are both that size. Is this cut wrong? Oh, I used a smaller border. Okay, we're fine. I was right. 4 by 3 7/8. So 3 7/8 by 4. And I'm just going to glue this on to one of my white 4 by 5 1/4. So just card front, card inside. There we go. Pull that up just a little bit. I need a little bit more glue down here. There we go. So I'm going to use this panel right here. And if I would have cut this right, we wouldn't have a blank space in the middle right here. I cut this one a little too short, but it's going to be okay because we're going to cover it up with our Rick Rack. Who remembers Rick Rack from like a million years ago? When I used to sew, I used to love to use Rick Rack because it was so fun and pretty. Look at what I did here. I jacked that up. And I gave it extra glue, didn't I? Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to save this. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to. Hang on. It's just a little bit crooked down there, and it's going to have to be okay. Don't worry. It's going to be fine. Everything's fine. Okay. If you guys watched my my live video, my retreat video on Friday, I cut something wrong, and then it needed to be scored, and it like threw the whole project, the whole piece off, and I had to sit and figure the whole thing out while I was live. Like, I didn't even know what did I do wrong. Like, how come this isn't working? And it turned out that instead of cutting something I was supposed to cut something at 4.5 inches and I cut it at 4.25 and then scored it 3 or 4 times. And then, oh my good Lord, it didn't take me that long, but it was like, oh my gosh, I need to figure this out right now. Everybody's waiting. It was kind of cute. You guys were so gracious, always so gracious. Okay, so we're going to put this right on our card front. And I love that pop of white behind it. My other card has a bigger pop of white. I'll show that to you, my sample that I made, because this one, I don't know what happened here. But anyways, okay, we're going to do a little bit of stamping. And this is going to be just an all occasion card, which I find is so fun with this bug set. So we're going to do a little love you lots. Because if I'm sending a card to just about anybody, I can give them a card that says love you lots. Family, friend, whoever it may be. There we go. And then I am going to set that aside. That's going to go, well, we can put that right on the inside of our card. We're going to do something else to it, but I can glue it in here and keep it safe from, getting ink on it or something. We're going to put that in here. I really like the font on these words. There we go. Love you lots. Here's our front so far. Now we're going to take our scraps and I'm going to get all my little bits and pieces out here. There is a die that die cuts that worm with that big leaf right here. There's a die that cuts out this. There's, I think, a die that cuts out that, the flower. There's just dies in this set that cut out all these little things. So I cut out this one. There's a green one. There's a purple one. I think there's an orange one. I cut out the purple one. That's why I chose the Blackberry Bliss. So I cut that out of there. And then there's also, let me see if I can find the double flowers. Hang on just a second. There's a little die, a little flower die that cuts out these little flowers from the paper. Oh, here it is, right here. This one right here. And so I die cut that little flower right there. Okay. Get these. I'm going to put these back in my case so I don't lose them. I almost lost another die the other day, and just luckily I saw it before I pushed it off on the floor like I tend to do. I'm a floor foofer. Okay, so this little tiny flower, I just thought it would be cute to die cut that and just put it right in this inside here. Just like that. Just a little something in there that dresses that up. Now, we're going to do just a tiny little, hello. We're going to do a tiny little hello on here. And we're going to emboss that with white. I thought I might have already done that, but I did not. So here comes a little hello. Nope, I don't think that's going to work. I'm going to use my embossing buddy from the Tool Additions kit. I am going to mask my friend off here because I do only want the hello. I thought I cut it out of there, but instead I decided to use that punch, the 3-banner punch, and that means I need to do a little more masking here. And voila. Don't forget to take your tape off. We've all been there, haven't we? Yep, we have. Where we forgot to take the tape off and we stamped with the tape on there. And it made just a great big mess, right? Yipper. Okay, I do have magnetic trays, Deborah, and that's a really good tip. But I use them for other things. Ah, shoot. Look at. Oh, you know what? I didn't clean my stamp, did I? Here's my paintbrush. I'm going to come in here with my paintbrush and get rid of. I forgot to clean my stamp before I put the masking on it so that I wouldn't get that. I'm going to do, I wiped off just a tiny little bit of my little H here. There. Okay. There we go. We are good to go. Make sure you close this up before you start blowing a heat gun. It's never, ever pretty. Get this back in here. That brush comes with the Tool Edition kit. This is the actual Tool Edition kit. I should just bring it out here. Comes with reverse ceramic tweezers, the brush, the embossing buddy, this tray. It's really nice. Heat gun. Okay, close your ears. There we go. Then we're going to grab that 3-banner punch and I am going to, I want to see which way do I want this to go. I want it to go to the right. So I'm going to do it upside down. I want my flag to be over here. So I'm going to put this in here. Make sure you use a big enough piece of cardstock that you're not like pinching here because I don't have much to hold on to. And if you ever do that, one of the easiest things to do is to take a Post-it note, and I'm going to do that just to show you. Take a Post-it note and stick it on there, and now you have something more to hang on to. If you've ever done this, which is completely silly, right? Because I know better. But I'm going to make this just a little bit smaller. So I'm going to push that all the way over to the right. That looks great. See how that's just an extra piece there for you to hang on to? And then I'm going to cut this off because this is a little bit longer than I wanted. Okay. We have one more thing to do. Well, not just one, but we are going to use the Arches, Everyday Arches dies. And this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th from the smallest. So count out 5. That's the size that I used. We're going to die cut a white arch. And then I'm going to come in with that cloud cover ink. And I'm just going to add some cloud cover ink to my arch like I did last week, if you watched that one, to tone this down just a little bit so it's not stark raving white. And it just kind of adds a little interest behind the bug that I'm going to put on here. There we go. See how I have that right in there? And I am going to grab my old olive, and there's a flower on this stamp, but I only want the grass. And just like I only want chocolate Kit Kats, I'm going to make that happen because I want what I want. Okay, so I'm just going to stamp that right across the bottom here. There we go. So I'm just going to get little bits of grass with no flower. The flower is super cute, but I don't want it on here because it doesn't fit good with what I'm doing. There we go. And then I'm going to do one more little bit of grass here just to finish off my little arch, and I don't want it to go past there. So we've got lots of masking happening here. Just a little bit. There we go. And here's just some tiny little grass. And it would look fine without it, but it looks better with the grass. So we're going to do the grass. Last thing that I'm going to do is take one of these little flowers. There's several little flowers in here. There's a big flower. Here's a big flower. Here's a little flower. I'm going to do the little flower on white, and I already have that here. So now we're going to take our cutie patootie little bug and pop that up on some dimensionals. Okay. What brand is your watch band? I have a metal one and it makes me itchy, so I need to change bands. Oh, Cheryl, I don't know what this is, and I don't think it says any place on here, but last week somebody was asking me about it. My stepdaughter, Stephanie, whoops, it's upside down now. My stepdaughter, Stephanie, bought it for me for Christmas, so I'm not really sure where she got it. Sorry, I can't help you there, but I really like it. I have a feeling, I hope that the elastic holds up because it's starting to get a little bit loose. I don't know. Okay, so here comes our cutie patootie little bug. Just want to make sure I have all those off of there in the back. And I'm going to put my little bug right over here. Look at how cute that is, right? And then I'm going to just add a little dot of glue right here for my flower. And see how that's kind of offset, like the flower's really bright because of that cloud cover there that I put in there. And then we're going to do some more dimensionals on here. I have these sticking together. It's making me a little crazy. A little crazier, I should say. My crown is falling off. At least I'm not hot anymore. Whew. And we are going to put this on our cute little panel. Just like this. Oh my gosh, this is just adorable. For those of you that have this suite, you are going to this is one of the cutest ways to use these little panels, right? And I'm going to take a mini glue dot or a mini dimensional and put that right out there. I'm going to add just a tiny bit of glue. So I've got it like this. And I'm going to put this right up here. Make sure that's straight. And it is. Okay, now this white flower. Let's grab one of these little Ladybug Garden epoxy shapes. That's kind of a mouthful. And how about, this is Darling Duckling, and I'm just going to color one of these little clear shapes because you can color these with the alcohol markers. Oh, yep, that's what I'm doing. I see that on my other one. I did have a couple of flowers on the bottom, so I'll show that to you too, my sample that I made. I'm going to take that and put it right in the middle of our little flower. Isn't that so cute? Okay. Here is our little bug card, and it's just an all occasion card I could send to anybody, right? It's super, super sweet. And again, that's with those panels. So just take advantage of these panels. I've seen a lot of people use this one and set one of those cute little bugs on top of it. This little bug right here on top of this. So die cut this and set it on there, or die cut the bug and set it right on the mushroom. Super, super cute ideas with these little panels. Love them. Okay, you guys. Let me get this cleaned up here a little bit because I have another sneak peek for you. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this one. It is Dawson's birthday next Saturday, March 7th. And of course, we're having a party for him, right? And so I was really excited to get this new stamp set out that is also going to be going live to the public. It launches on Tuesday with the new online exclusives. Let me bring it in. And here we go. Here we go. Match day. Yep, sports. Dawson is a sports nut. It doesn't even matter what kind of sports it is. He loves it all. They just went to the Gamblers hockey game on Saturday night. So, anyways, we've got this. We've got a set of dies. This is a whole suite of products coming out Tuesday. The suite is called A Wonderful Match, and the bundle is called Match Day. So, check out, let me grab this paper. Yeah, here we go. I think this is just the cutest thing ever. Look at this. For all your little sporty people. So as I was designing this card today for Dawson's birthday, I thought, well, I've got a couple other young boys that I should be making cards for too. And they are also big sports fanatics. A couple of my other grandkids that don't live right here by us, like Dawson and Val do. But, so I started making the cards. And then I thought, you know what? I can make Haley like 4 or 5 birthday cards so that when Dawson gets invited to parties, like I've said this before, she will have some cool cards to give. Look at, aren't these fun? I love this paper. Love, love, love the paper. It's called A Wonderful Match. And I also brought in the alphabet Alamode. And I wanted to personalize this card with, he's going to be 4. Okay. So, and then I made his card already. The card that I'm going to make for you today is for one of my other grandkids. It's going to be for, I think, Trey. And then I also use the address to you. I use the happy birthday in here and also this kind of partial rectangle in there. So now this card that I'm making, while it is for a little boy, it can be used, the layout can be used for anything. And you'll see that as soon as we get into it. But I oftentimes hear from people like, well, I don't have any little boys in my family to make cards for. But you do know people who have kids that are boys, and then comes in your talent of making cards. These stars are really cool. These are foam stars. They're not glittery. They're just foam. And you can color them with your alcohol markers also. These are called Wonderful Stars Puppy Stickers. So I did use one of those. Let me get this back in here. Maybe you're going to have to manhandle it a little bit. I don't know what I'm getting hung up on here. I'm done with that. I also have some of my adhesive sheets here. Those will come in really handy. A few blends. I have a Real Red and Memento Black ink pad, and then, all my stamps here. So I will have all the dimensions for this up on my blog tonight. And let me get this out. Here we go. Lots of little scrappy doodles. Thank goodness I have these all die cut. Don't worry. This is a fun fold. So again, like I said, you'll be able to use this for many different things. I really like this one a lot. It's easy. It's not hard, but it's got a big wow factor. So we've got 5.5 by 8.5. This is Real Red. And, who said that? Deborah said this card will be perfect. I have a grandson who plays soccer, and it is his birthday this week. There you go. And, you know, the other thing is sometimes people think, well, I don't know if the kid that I would give this to plays soccer or not. They don't have to play soccer. Kids, young kids, they like all the sports. So it doesn't matter. So we've got 5.5 by 8.5. It is already scored at 4 1/4, but I'm going to score it again at 2 1/8. So this fun fold gets scored at 2 1/8. and 4 1/4. Okay, got that done. Then we have another piece, and this is also real red. And this one is 1 1/2 by 8 1/2, and we're going to score it twice. Okay, let me set this off to the side. I got to move some of this stuff out of my way because I'm getting a little crowded here. Boy, I can make a mess. This was all cleaned up. I even vacuumed. Okay, so this piece again is 1 1/2 by 8 1/2. We're going to score it at 4 1/4. And 6 3/8. Okay, so we have that like this and like this. So this is like a Z. And then we're going to fold this in half. And we're going to fold this back. Okay. Z goes just like this. Look at how simple that is, right? So let's decorate this because it's super, super fun. Okay. We have got a white layer here. My white is 4 by 5 1/4. And we need 2 pieces of designer series paper for that, for this card. This piece is 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. And as I do these, I'm going to glue them right in so that I don't have to pull them back up and be confused, right? Figure it all out again. So I'm using the trophy metal paper, 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. I'm going to put that right on the front here, front panel. Then this piece is 2 by 5 1/4. But we have a little stamping to do on this one. So I'm going to grab that black. Do I want to use black or do I want to use, I think I want to use red. Let me use red. I can. It's my card. Okay. I'm going to pull that happy and birthday out. This piece is going to go right here. So I'm just going to leave it lay here while I make sure that my stamps are cleaned up here. I had a lot of fun with this. I wanted to make some more samples for you today, but just didn't. I kind of ran out of time. I was working all day, but I'm going to stand up so I can get this straight. Oops, let's keep this in here. There we go. This is from the Addressed to You. I just wanted a little happy birthday. Oh, phew. Whew, that was stressful. Okay. And then we're going to glue this together. 2 by 5 1/4 on the designer paper. And it goes all the way up to the edge. So you know I like to kind of stack them like this when I'm doing that. Usually works out really good, but perhaps not tonight. There we go. I don't have enough glue on here, you guys. It's sticking too fast. Usually the stacking works really good, but not tonight, apparently. Okay, I did pretty good. So what we're going to do here is we're going to place this right inside here. So what I want to do is put it in here and make sure that I am covering up that seam. I don't want it to be like this. You know what I mean? So I'm going to do this. Give it a dry fit. Make sure it's nice and straight. Yep, covers it up. Okay, now I can glue it in. So I've still been hooked on the beachfront renovation or beachfront bargain hunt or lakefront bargain hunt. Did you guys start watching that since I talked about it? It's red. Check your fingers. Yes, yes. Thank you, Nancy, because the red ink always gets everywhere, doesn't it? Okay, so this is what we have so far. Now we're going to grab this little piece. And I chose the soccer ball pattern for the rest of this. So this piece is, hang on, this is 1 1/4 by 4. These are both 1 1/4 by 1 7/8. That, just like that. So we're going to glue these right on here. So again, Z-fold card, super easy to make. Once you have these dimensions, you can do this with any designer paper, with any stamp set. It's just such a great fun fold, and it's not hard. What I do with the rest of this bundle, this match day bundle, while it's not hard, it's a little over the top because these are my grandbabies. And I am not going to let them down with some lame card. I do not want to get kicked off my amazing granny platform. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to put this in here. And I like to put mine up just a little bit. You can leave it all the way at the bottom if you want, but I like to put mine up about right here. And it just fits in here perfectly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and put some glue here and here. And look at how brave I am. Just like that. And it's going to go in here just like this. And I'm going to hold it all together. And I'm going to put it right on here. Just like that. Make sure you got it straight. Super duper easy peasy. Okay, thank you, Cheryl. You used Mary Kay. I have not. I've not been a Mary Kay user. Okay, so here's our fun fold, right? Now, let's grab the rest of this stuff. First thing I'm going to do here is show you what I did to my envelope because I think it's pretty clever. I'm going to take the red and I'm going to grab that addressed to you. Remember, I'm using this is from the address to you. The happy birthday is from the address to you. I'm going to grab this. Ink that up again with the red. Nancy, thanks. And I'm going to stamp that right on my envelope front. And I'm going to grab that soccer ball. This has 10 different stamps in it. Oh, hang on, there's a hair in there. And I thought that little opening right there would be a great place for a soccer ball. What? How cool is that? Now, I can write their name in here. And if you need to mail it, you can still put an address in here. But I'm going to write Trey or Dawson right on my envelope. So I thought that was pretty cool. That was a pretty cool idea. Next thing's next. We've got white scraps here. So white and red. I'm going to do a soccer ball on the red. Oh, lots of scraps. Okay, hang on. Let's get this under control. All kinds of goodies happening here. So we've got our soccer ball here. Then we're going to use the white and we're going to stamp a flag. We are going to stamp a shirt or a soccer uniform. Well, that kind of went off the bottom. That's okay. Let's see. Got our little number 1 here. Number 1 on our flag. And I think that's about it. So let's do some things here. Let's see. We're going to color. I am going to color with Daffodil Delight, my flag. And I'm just going to follow the little shadow marks with the dark. And then fill it in the rest of the way and blend those dark ones with the light. So we're going to get that all colored yellow. Then we've got the red. I've got dark red and light red here. This is the dark. My jersey's going to be red. This card is for Trey, and red is his favorite color. So I went with all the dark, the lines that are on here with the dark, real red. And then I came in with the light. and did all my blending. So that's what that looks like. I'm going to color the whole shirt. And we're going to bring in those dyes. I think I can probably close this now. Checking for red, Nancy. Thanks for having my back. Here comes all our dyes. So we have a net. Super cute, right? So let's grab this white and we're going to die cut a net. Then we have our soccer ball. Oh, before we do our soccer ball, this is what I wanted to do with that. Let's grab our embossing stuff. I'm going to use my embossing buddy on there. I am going to somehow find my Versamark ink. Here it is. And I'm going to stamp. Where did the gold go? Right here, gold. I'm going to stamp that right on that ball. And it fits on there perfectly, you guys. And then we're going to white emboss it. Ooh, I'm living dangerously here. It's getting really piled up. And if I would have let this dry longer, I wouldn't have any of this on here, but I didn't. So let yours dry longer, hit it with the heat tool. Okay. Now we're going to emboss this. And we're going to come up with this. Okay. There's that. Here's our jersey. Here's our net. Here's our flag. These little elements just made me giggle. They just made me giggle. Okay, let's keep going here. We've got a trophy, and I did that on gold foil. So here comes my trophy. We've got that here. I've got some Daffodil Delight, and there are cones that they use those for practice. I used to coach soccer, so I know these things. And Haley played soccer all through from age 4 on through high school. So yes, I was a soccer mom. We've got 2 yellow cones. And then, oh, please don't tell me that I just lost my numbers. There they are. Okay. Then we are going to take this green, and this is Granny Apple Green, and there's grass. So I put the grass about this far from the bottom and die cut that. So I got that here. And last but not least, we are going to take some of our, hang on, I spilled some embossing powder here, some of our adhesive sheets, and I'm going to put them on this black cardstock so we can die cut some numbers to personalize this card for Trey, who's going to be 13 next time he has a birthday. Okay, and that's where our alphabet comes in. So I took the 1 and the 3 out of here. 1 and 3. And we die cut that. So hang on. Oops. Hang on. Here comes our 13. And it's got the sticky paper on the back of it. So now all we have to do is put our card together. Are we ready? This goes pretty easy. Here we go. So I'm going to take this and I am going to snip my grass. Just like that. could use this grass for a lot of different things too. You could use it with some little flowers, so that would be handy, right? I'm going to put glue right on here. And I'm going to add some glue right here. Now, I've already made one of these, so I know this fits all the way across here. So I'm going to put my net right here. Yep, I just got glue all over my fingers. Now I'm going to bring my grass in. Oh, you little bugger. Hang on, this is going to stick. Bring my grass in and put that right on here. There we go. Okay, so we've got that glued together. And I'm just going to put some glue back here because this is going to be covered up by our shirt. I just want this to stick in there a little bit. We're going to put dimensionals on our shirt. If I can find them here. I got my little ones. Here we go. Oh, by the way, here's the shirt all done. I just figured you didn't need to sit there and wait for me to color all of that, right? Here comes our shirt, and I'm just going to kind of tuck this into that grass a little bit. Throw that right up there. Now remember, you don't want anything over here to be glued. Are you seeing this so far? Is this like, oh my gosh, look at this. This is so fun. Here comes our trophy. I'm just going to add a little bit of, maybe I'll put this on mini dimensionals. Let's do that. They'll fit right behind that star and right there. There we go. Here's our cute little trophy. We'll throw that right in there. Oh, we can't forget our little #1 fan. I'm going to throw a dimensional behind this flag. And that'll hold it right on my card. I don't even need to do anything else. I'll just throw that right in there. Okay. Are you with me so far? Here comes our goal. And I am going to take some glue and add it right to this bigger part. And then just to some of this netting. I don't want this to go through because we need our card to open. So you got to be kind of mindful of that. And I'm going to put this right up here. I want to make sure it stays within the confines of the edge of our card. That looks great. Then let's put our cones in here. And I am going to glue one of them right down. So I'm going to do one right here, put it right there. We'll put the other one on a dimensional. Right like this. Oh my gosh, so cute, right? So cute. Okay, so here comes the last, almost the last thing, is we got to get the backing off of these numbers. There we go. And I'm going to put this. I didn't push it down yet because I want to make sure that it's, I think I want to move this up just a little bit. And this is just going to personalize it for Trey because he's going to be 13 on his next birthday. And I love this. I can't wait for, Haley usually finds a whole bunch of like really cute treats. You guys have seen my birthday party stuff that I make before, right? For food. And I can't hardly wait to see what she's going to come up with for Dawson's party because it's all about sports. So we'll come up with some really cute things. Oh my gosh. Okay, last but not least. Let's don't forget, we have a star here. And I'm thinking, is this light? That's light red. Let's go with dark red. I'm going to do a little dark red. Now, these are foam. They're not glittery. They're just foam stars. And they're super cute. We've got black and white, big and small. And I'm just going to take and make one red star here. And I'm going to put it right up there. Is this not just the cutest little thing ever? Ready? Ah. I love this so much. Now, can you see me sitting down and making like 4 or 5 of these and giving them as gifts to Haley? My sister has a 12-year-old. This would be a great gift to give to my sister so that when her kid goes to birthday parties, she'll have cards for them, right? Yeah, I love this. Any young moms, this would make a great gift for a niece or a granddaughter that has young kids. I love this. Let me show you Dawson's. It's pretty much the exact same card. Here's his cute little envelope. And he is going to be 4. Can you believe that? And I just used a black base instead of red and different designer paper from that pack. And then I put your biggest fan in here. Used orange instead of yellow and blue instead of red. Isn't that so stinking cute, you guys? I just am in love with this soccer one. I hope Stampin' Up! Comes out with some more. I would really love to see them come out with another, like a football one, a hockey one, a basketball one. And that would be like a whole complete sports collection. All right, what time is it? Oh, yeah, I knew I was running long. This was kind of a big class. Here's our fun little bug card. Oh, my gosh. I love this one. And then, of course, that beautiful background stamp. Love, love, love this. Now, this and this, they're coming out on Tuesday with the new online exclusives. Again, you want to go over to my blog and you want to subscribe. I will have this. I can't show you the inside until Tuesday, but this whole thing is online exclusives, and I will have this on here. You can page through it. I'll also have a link to my online store where you can go right in the store and see all the new things, which is my favorite way to do it, because then you can see the samples that they show. Like they'll show you the stamp set. And then over on the side on a computer, you can scroll down and they'll have card samples that you can bring up big. If you click on them, they get big on your screen. And that's how I made this card. And I remember seeing this earlier before I knew that this, oh, look at, there's a black star. That's not supposed to be on there. Before I knew about the stamp set, I was like, where is that coming from? What is that? Is that a new embossing folder? What is that? I was so intrigued. But yeah, it's new designer series paper. So very, very cool. Now, if you guys have just a couple more minutes, I do have some mail to share with you. So let me share my mail. Oh my gosh, these are so fun. I can't wait. I get to give this one away on Saturday. So for Dawson, if anybody wants to send Dawson a card, Luba already did. Luba, she's so sweet. Luba's on here tonight. Let me show you the cards that I got. This one is for Dawson Fink. Look at, she knows he loves sports. This is perfect, Luba. Wishing you a fun-filled year. That is just so sweet. You are just the sweetest. And then here comes another one. Look at the cards for little Miss Molly, because her birthday is Saturday also. Hope your birthday is filled with goodness. Look at that. She is going to love this. Love it. Luba, you're so sweet and kind and thoughtful. Thank you. Oh, wait. All right. Diane, I have your address because I have your Valentine card. Yes, here it is. Yay. Thank you so much. Look how pretty this is. I love a little fun fold, an easy fun fold. So I do have your address. You do not need to email it to me. I knew I had just gotten something from you recently Then we have Noreen. Look at this. This is a shaker, you guys. Super, super cute. Noreen, this is really fun. Thank you so much. Nice Valentine card. I love it. She used the same little arch that I did tonight from the bug card. Look at that. Great minds think alike. Next up, we have Linda Kelly. Look at this. Diorama card. I love this. These are an easy one too. Not difficult, but it sure packs a big wow. Love the ladybug on there. Thank you for the happy mail of the faceted circles for attending the team meeting. Yay, Belinda. Belinda was one of our door prize winners. That's another thing. If you join my team, you can attend my team meeting. Give away lots of door prizes, lots of fun. This card is from Mary Wardwell. Look at the hamburgers. How cute is that? She got some happy mail. Love it. Little French fries. This is the sweetest little card. And look, that is what set of dies is this from, you guys? Spotlight on Nature. And it looks like a paper plate. Oh my gosh, that is priceless. Way to go, Mary. Super cute. Then I got this card from my team leader, Ann Heedner. And when I opened it, I destroyed the ribbon. So I was really pretty mad at myself. But it goes like this. This is brand new paper, you guys, that I am absolutely in love with. But isn't that fun? Thank you, Anne. That was just so thoughtful of you. And then my friend Lori loves to make jewelry. And look at, oh, that one's kind of jacked up, but look at, that's for St. Patrick's Day. I can't wait. This one was for Valentine's Day. How cute are those? And then look at these bunnies. I take this out of here because I think the light is really kind of goofy. Look at the little bunny rabbits. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. My friend Lori made these. Aren't they just the sweetest? She does that. She sends them to me, Dina, and Barb, like little gifts all the time. And we just adore her. She's the most thoughtful, wonderful person ever. Well, you know what I mean. I'm trying to get back to my face over here. Here we go. Okay. That was a long class, you guys. For those of you that hung in there and stuck with me, thank you. For those of you that didn't have to come back and watch the replay tomorrow, it's okay. I get it. It's late for some people, and some people are just tired. Is the Bug Suite back in stock? That is a really great question. I don't think you can order the entire suite because the ladybug embellishments, those are out until January, February, March, April 27th or so. And I think the Rick Rack is on back order right now, but you can get everything else in that suite, Barbara. Yeah, that bugs have been super duper popular, and yeah, put the packing tape on the dies first. Oh, Cheryl, are you talking about the numbers? That would have been a great idea, right? Or even the cones would look great with packing tape. Oh, genius. This is so cute. I can't hardly wait. We got Dawson a new bike. His bike that he had from a couple of years ago is just too small. So we got him a new bike, and I picked it up from Walmart, and as it's Spider-Man, because he loves Spidey, he calls him. He has Spider-Man pajamas here and matching socks and boxer briefs. So, and on the way home, the guy put it in my back of my truck, and when I turned a corner, and I don't drive crazy, turned a corner, it fell over, and the reflector broke. So that was great. Didn't even get it home, and I already broke his bike. But Steve just took the whole thing off of there and said he doesn't need it. He tried to fix it, but it wouldn't work. So he's like, nah. Whatever. Okay, you guys, please make sure you give me a thumbs up, share this video. That really helps me grow my business, helps me in all these analytics we don't quite understand. Ginger, thank you so much. Ginger said it was worth it. I'm really late tonight. I apologize, but we did have fun, didn't we? Yeah. All right. So I will be live again next Sunday, which is March 8th. Make sure go on my blog, Make sure you look for, Wendy, did you find the link for the Craft Like a Boss? I hope so. I will check back in with you. Go look for the Craft Like a Boss. Let me find it again. Craft Like a Boss. This is a new event that we have. You'll find that on my blog, and you can find out all the details for it. See if it's something you would like to register for. There's my blog address right underneath this video. And I would love to have you attend this event with us so you can craft along if you choose, or you can just sit back and enjoy whatever works for you. If you have any questions for me, please don't hesitate to email me. This is my email address, kelly@AStampAbove.com. I am always happy to answer your questions. And I hope you guys enjoyed and learned something new tonight. That is always what I am striving for, is to give you a new tip or help you learn something new. But most of all, to have a few giggles, to show you that I'm human when I mess up, because I do that. Life is not perfect, neither is stamping. And also just to share some time with you. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I always love my Sunday nights with my crew. You join my team. You will love it. You will love it. I have a demonstrator event coming up in May. That is an in-person event. People have reserved the hotel and are flying in to come to this team event. It's going to be Friday night, Saturday morning, May 8th, and Friday night, Saturday all day, May 8th and 9th. Stamping fun, camaraderie, prizes, demonstrations. It is going to be phenomenal. Join my team so you can come. It's only open to my team members. All right, you guys. Nancy from the North Shore of Lake Michigan. Sweet dreams, my friend. Sweet dreams to all you guys, too. Thank you so much for spending your time with me tonight. Have a great week.